Welcome, ID Crisis. How are you, sir?
There he is.
There he is.
Yes!
Let's rock!
Be quiet.
All right. Hello, everybody. Going to be trying to draw some things and stuff. Specifically, a character from my comic book. Let's see if I can get situated here. So this is supposed to be practice for me so that I can get a decent feel for how this girl is going to look in the book consistently. I've got a couple of pages of her already, but I'm not feeling like she's looking the way that she should all the time consistently. I feel like I'm missing a glove. That she kind of looks different every time, and I really don't like that. So, let me bring my stuff in here. I guess I'll do without it. Let's see. I get a good idea. Hopefully, by the time I'm done, because every character has a car that goes with them. So I'm just gonna kind of do some loose gestures here. I'm trying to get a feel for like her figure. She's supposed to resemble like a lowrider model, and so she's like a chola girl, and she's supposed to be like a little tough, a little short, thick, sassy. And I want to see if I can just kind of get her look just right. So I'm going to go simple and just have her standing. Keep our center of gravity is kind of off a little bit. So leaning forward. I had to try to figure out what these, get a consistent look for these chicks. And I know they're always wearing like, Dickies and stuff. So there's a lot of kind of fabric at play. This knee is going to be, this top curve of this leg is going to be where you actually see uh, her, the outline of her figure, but then under here, so that the front here, then the back here, and back here is where the baggy fold would be coming from. So it'll you have to do the striations in the fabric so that you get a decent feeling of what the figure looks like underneath, and what is hanging fabric, and what is, there's some fabrics are thick and canvasy like Dickies, and some other are frilly and flowy like a satin or a thin gauze type. So I want to keep in mind, I don't want her to look obese, and I don't want her to look skinny. I don't even want her to look like chubby, but I want her to be. I mean, thick is really the only way to put it. Kind of the way, I guess, a shorter version of the way like a 1940s model used to look. You look at like an old Marilyn Monroe, and she has more. There's a softness to her, so that's kind of what I'm going for. So we get a shoulder here, arm back there, coming forward a little bit. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to position that hand yet, but should this head be looking up? I don't know if you guys can even see this in this light. I should probably use not use a photo blue pencil so you can see what's going on. I hope this helps. So she'd have kind of like, dude, what is going on with you, dog? Mom and sister are away. They're out of state. So, okay, you know what? I'm getting into the detail. That always happens to me. I always end up getting into the details when I shouldn't. Not ready yet. So the first thing I did was sous vide some roasts, and he's been having some really nice meat in his food lately. How about this? How about if I zoom in? Nothing says professional like not having your camera set where you want it. What should this arm be doing? I know she's supposed to have one of these. Well, see, I've been imagining her lately in a kind of a, what you call it, a pinup kind of a outfit. Or at least having a, you know, like a kerchief or a handkerchief or something like that around her head. But I don't want her shoulders to be super broad. I want to accentuate her lower parts. So I'm trying to not do like a nice, like super skinny waist. I want to do like something that's more realistic. But if this was going to be Dickies, then they're going to be pulled up a little bit here. And they're going to kind of fold out the pocket there. I can't remember what the name of the hat is called, but it's like there's a real specific wardrobe to all this. Kind of ride low. David Finch has a really decent video on how to do on doing fabric folds. See that right here, this portion here is going to make her leg look extra chunky, and I'm trying to suggest where the actual back part of her leg is. And then, geez, I'm pretty sure these guys are usually wearing Chuck Taylors. See somebody else watching. I don't know who it is. And so I guess if I want to do a pinup type thing, she'll be knotted here. This is like two different hoop earrings for sure. I know I've seen that. If I wanted to really cop out, I'd just do some sunglasses, but yeah, that neck might be a little too long. Probably have to, I might have to move all of this up. It's true what they say. If this table was at any of a greater angle, things would start to slide off of it. And I just got a new chair, and these lights are really nice. They're really slender. I'm still gonna get a glare if I'm doing anything with a glossy surface, but let me see if I can move these up. Yeah, see, this upper arm doesn't need to be that long. I saw a video for a band I really like, the Dead Daisies down in Mexico. I think this is the name of. I think the name of the song is just Mexico. But I mean, I could find. I saw a one of the girls in the video. The camera's moving around pretty fast, and I'm watching this. I'm just listening to music, and I'm like, oh, cool, Dead Daisies. I'll check this video out. And there's a picture or a shot of one of the girls in the video. Maybe what I want to do is this. I'm like, I see this girl's face, and I'm like, oh, that's totally Trish. That's her right there. She's got the headband on. She's kind of got a sassy look to her face, and then and I'm like, that's it. And I don't really finish watching the video. I just stop right there, and I take a screen capture of just her face. And then later, I finish watching the video, and it's a little person. It's a a Mexican chola who's, yeah, I guess it's dwarfism, and but not the kind where they have that's Peter Dinklage look. She's just super super short. But it gave her that, just in especially in her face, it gave her that thick look. See, she's looking up, then her eyes should be oh, whatever. It's a work in progress. So I want to make her face a little fuller. I guess the best way to describe what I'm talking about is like baby fat. Just a kind of a hint. You know, um, it's supposed to give her more of a because she's a 20 something, and she's a helper in this hot rod shop. So I don't want to give her an exotic look as if she's a lowrider model. It's kind of the same way that oh geez, I can't remember. I think it was Joss Whedon was talking about how he wrote Kaylee for Firefly. Some farm girl, but this is a barrio chick. Actually, what do I want to do here? Another eraser. Kind of give her a little sideways smirk. No, she could be kind of tipping her hat. That wouldn't be bad. I got to get more familiar with this terminology if I'm going to be talking about get to know this lingo a little bit better than she's wearing Dickies and then leave it at that. Now, there might even be a chain. Pretty sure that's a thing. And the subtlety of how of her physique, honestly, it's every time I go to draw it, it's a I'm just wrestling with subtleties. What's like one false move and she just doesn't look right. So I'm trying to get her wrist to look like it's going backwards, which is gonna, yeah, put the pinky out here. I don't know why I gotta make things difficult on myself, but here we go. Yeah, so I don't think she doesn't look super tall, which is good. And I don't want those to be clodhoppers down there either. If she's going to be a little thing, then knee. Yeah, that's going to be more the angle of the foot I want, not this. I need to get. I need to put it down on my shopping list. I need a brush. I used to have one for years. I have no idea what happened to it. And now that I've been, well, thinking about trying to do more drawing. So these are usually pretty long. This isn't right. She looks like she's should be stepping up on something. So hip. This is doing this, and this is doing this. If this is up like that, then yeah. Does that look better? I don't know. And this is this okay. So fabric folds are just I hate. And they look. It's really good. It's a great feeling when you get it right. And I know the principles of it. It just here actually. I don't know why these things are sitting up here like good luck charms. Now, this is a little bit more of an anime style, but this is kind of what I'm looking for here. Just keep that up there. Stay. If this foot is forward, then they should both be on the same, at least be on the same up there. But these pants usually are, they're kind of like, at least when these chicks wear them, they're like over, they're not oversized, but they're bulky. So in the story, the main character and Trish, we meet them at the same time, working in a hot rod shop on a 32 Ford Custom. What is it? Something that looks like this. A 32 Ford. Let's see if we can. Anyways, I was using this for a model and it wasn't enough detail, so I built a model. I'm not going to go over there and get it, but I built a model so I could use it for reference. That's what they're working on. And then my main character, Shane's father-in-law and daughter. He's had her at the zoo. They come into the shop and talk about going to get ice cream and stuff. And it's the page right before the catalyst event that causes my main character to pick up the mantle of Meat Hook, which is not a name that he gives himself. It's a name that the people that see him give him. And inside the first 8 pages, it becomes pretty apparent as to why. All the best nicknames are the ones that somebody else gives you. You don't give yourself that. Okay, let's see. So we want to maybe close this up a little bit here. Establish that this is the bottom of our breasticle. Is that how these work? Maybe there's a little bit of shirt down here still. I don't know, but there should be some. See, I feel like some of this in the middle needs to be chopped out. But I could be wrong. If this is going to be a big booty Latina, then this comes out here like this, and this would be going in here, and then this. Big booty Latina. Big booty Latinx. Light's usually coming from here. That's kind of my safe space for lighting. And a lot of times, because I know I'm going to be, finishing my own stuff, and something about the front of this doesn't look right either. Because I'm going to be finishing my own stuff. I don't want to say like I get lazy with the pencils, but I know when I need to, when I can stop. But I don't want to do that. Most of the artwork that I have, like I have it saved as my desktop screensaver, or I should say my the pictures on the desktop. They rotate out, and it's all pencil artwork. Anything high res that I could find from I'll get interested in an artist, and then this shouldn't be popping out like that so much. I don't think. Maybe it should just do that. That's the pocket. And I'll just put it up there on my computer as a rotating background, and it's always pencils. Like I love the rough cut versions of any comic book. I like pencil work. I do like ink work, but I like to look at pencil work because it's a little bit more like they're letting you read the artist is letting you read his mind. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up some reference. I was using my phone to look at chat, but I'm gonna have to look up some reference here. Yeah, a lot of times they have that wife beater going. Yeah, just a regular black belt. Mm-hmm. That's what I forgot. Pleats. What's she wearing on her feet? Just regular sneakers. Yeah, man, these things, they're like really, really bulky. Like I'm probably not doing it right. Like showing that there's any knees here at all is probably inaccurate because you can't see. It's like the only part of the woman that looks like a woman is everything from the waist up. Everything else is just totally encumbered by all this fabric. Anyways, I'm just going to try to get to the part where there's some lighting and stuff in here to work on. Yeah, heavy eyeliner. Getting in and doing eyes this small is one wrong move kind of a thing. Hmm. I don't know about putting a collar on her. I'm going to leave it off for now. That's something I can add later if I have to. But I do want to make sure this hand doesn't end up looking pinky. I should probably have a nice fingernail on the end of it. And the heel of the hand, actually this pinky would probably come out a little bit further. And what are these? I know I see like a lot of like rubber band type of bracelets, and they'll kind of like weave them around the wrist. I saw that on a couple of pictures doing my research. looking at my Chola girls. Yeah, I mean, this girl's not going to have, at the very least, not have a lot of muscle definition. I want her to be like really um, softer than usual. So let's see. Let's see if I want to do a little shadow over here. Get some striations in the fabric where the knots tied up here around her chesticles. At least get a shadow under this one if it's not going to be the, there's no shirt there. I feel like there should be more here. Yeah, just a little indication of some collarbones, but again, I don't want to see like a lot of cords and cables and stuff. This is just a regular person. Now, as far as she would have her headband on, the hat would be there. Do I want to? Let's see. See if I can find another shit. Come on, freaking scroll. Chola style. Well, see, there's Chola style, and then there's somebody who is like somewhat influenced. Yeah, see, those are those are Chuck Taylors. Hmm. Yeah. Sorry. Talking and drawing at the same time. Now finally somebody's chatting and I can't see it. Yeah, I know. Big crowd. I don't do this very often. I was doing it all the time. We'd probably see more people. But I just need to get something out here. But the family's away. I'm here by myself. I've got the dog, and I already went out and did some pinstripe jobs today, and it's time to tell everybody else to. I mean, it's been freaking 12-hour work days, and then I got a couple of minutes. Figured I would feed the dog, let him out. Hey, and then get down on this thing. I don't know if I want to add a whole lot of shadow to her face. You know, if you start putting weird definition lines and stuff like that, you're going to end up making a jowl or something, and I'm already nervous enough. I don't want to ruin this with a bad ink stroke, but that's going to start happening here. And when I see, the old timers that used to do this every day, and that's really my biggest issue, is that it's not happening every day. Um, and that's one of the things that pisses me off most about working as much as I am, is I don't need the extra money. They need me doing what I'm doing for longer, more than I need, the time and a half. It only amounts to like an extra 700 it's only an extra $350 a week. And that might sound like a lot to some people, but it's not worth what I'm giving up. I did 2 pinstripe jobs today. They weren't big, and I made that much in 3 hours. So, I would rather have, it's nice to have the stability of a paycheck, but on the other hand, it ain't that nice. And I hope I don't gank these fingers up when I go to ink them in. So let me see. I'm gonna throw in some shadow here on this front part of the leg. Well, this is nice too, because I can maybe finish this off. And there's a whole other. But that light is in the way. Put this over here. There's room for me to put her 64 Buick Riviera lowrider in the picture, which is going to happen at a different time. This is, well, we know what the hell time is it. With those old timers, man, when they did, pant folds and guys wearing suits and stuff, it looked like they just had the right size brush, and it was just like a couple of scribbles, and it came out perfect. Maybe someday. But again, like as I was alluding to before, they're doing it every day. I didn't even get to I didn't even warm up before I started doing this, and it may look okay, but it feels like a fight, and that's one of the things that I don't like about not having time to do stuff. Who knows? Maybe one day, when I get out of my own way, I'll be able to stay down here and do this for a living. I'm sorry, a comfortable living. There's no reason why other people can have it, or at least the appearance. I see the appearance of it. Just can't believe it. There's guys out there doing artwork and contributing to a retirement plan and buying health insurance. Can you believe it? All that. Okay, I'm gonna need to erase some of this. Now, this pencil really dug into the. You know what? That looks actually pretty good. I like the way this one just one little mistaken stroke there, and it looks like she's got a real nice, happier smile. I don't know if you can see that from. Man, I think the dog's got problems. I don't know if you can see that from there, but yeah, I need a. That shit up. There, little subtleties like that. It's a little tiny fleshy spot. Make drawing great again. I don't know if I'll keep that little indication on the top of her nose there. See, I don't know if how far can I get in. I can lean over about this far before my head shows up in the camera. And I'm really actually way happier with this than I thought I would be. Okay, pocket, top of hand. There's probably going to be a cast shadow over here that goes to nothing. Is this supposed to? Um, is this supposed to what? Is that in response to something I said? Because I don't remember what it was. I'm just kind of like, you know, stream of consciousness. Shit. So, anyways, I guess I can tell you a little bit more about the character. Patricia Perez started working at the shop. She basically, if anybody remembers High Fidelity, John Cusack's character saying these two guys showed up and then they just never went home. And she basically is helping my main character work on hot rods and stuff because she just bugged him to death. She loves this stuff. This is what she wants to do, and he's got a really good reputation for being a hot rod builder, you know. And that's where we meet them already. Have she already is working and working on this car, and goes in the back room to grab some because they're doing a disc brake conversion on an old 32. So she goes in the back to get some fluid and knocks down the wrong box. It's got some other stuff in it, and that's where we are introduced to some of the mysteries of our main character, where he got his fighting skills from, and we don't even know that he does anything like that until those panels reveal it. Old trophies from various martial arts and just stuff that he doesn't do anymore. I can probably figure that the whole "I don't do that anymore, I'm a different person" thing would be a Unforgiven influence, I guess. William Money, because this, the main character Shane, had brushes with the law and just being a generally angry person. He's got his issues with rage and and anger, and then when he meets the mother of his child, all that kind of calms down. She's the music that calms the savage beast. And then there's other things happen, which that's for the reader to discover. But in the end, Trish finds some old trophies and stuff, and she's like, "These all say first place." He has a reputation for being a bad boy. She's like, "I knew that you were an ass kicker, but I never knew that you got prizes for it." And he's like, "That's from an old life. It's from my past. I'd rather not, get into it. And can we just get this fucking brake job done?" It's just one of those things. I know that I've got a couple of pages done already, but I need some consistency from one panel to the next. And I don't feel like I've got it. I feel like every time I draw Trish's face, I'm doing it a little bit different each time, and that's just not going to work. So the next time I sit down to do any kind of character lab stuff, it might just be that these are the standard strokes that make up Trish. And if you do these and consistently, then this is how you'll, like a character sheet for any animated movie character. Okay. This is going to be black. There'll be some shoelaces there. This will be black here. I think that can be one big fold. So if this gets refined any further, it's going to get refined in the inking process. I think for right now, this is probably as far as I need to go. I'm just glad I got some content out there. And hey, General Piggy, what's up? Thank you. You know what? This always happens. It reminds me of when I used to airbrush T-shirts in the mall, and it was just a cart, like air compressor, airbrushes, whatever, but it was a cart out in the middle of the mall, and I was never working with somebody. I was always there by myself. So, you would have to leave and go do stuff and come back, like go to the bathroom and go to lunch without fail. And it has to be a genuine, hey, Susie, tried what's going on. See, and again, it must be, what time of day? It must be like 7. Is this everybody starts looking to see who's streaming around 7 o'clock. That must be what it is. If I had to go to the bathroom or if I had to go get something to eat. And you can't fake it. You can't like think to yourself, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom or I'm going to go get something to eat, and you're not really hungry. You like whatever is out there that tells people to come up to the airbrush stand when you are completely and totally ready to either take a piss or eat. You won't see anybody all day. Okay. Yeah, what are you, like, you're probably the same time. My family's in Minnesota right now, so they're probably the same time there. You won't see anybody all day until you're ready to go to the bathroom or get something to eat. And then it's one person after the next, after the next. And I'm not saying that because I don't appreciate you guys showing up. I do. It's not like I was like advertising, hey, guess what? I'm going to go stream and everybody come here and look. I forgot, I know that I've got subscribers, but I don't know how much people pay attention to this kind of a thing. I mean, it's been so long since I've done this, but I just think it's funny. I got done with this here penciling part, and I was like, all right, this is a good place to leave it. And as soon as I said that, and I'm committed, like in my head, I'm like, all right, this is a good place to stop. That's when everybody shows up. Yeah, I haven't seen the experts for a while. It's like I've been saying to everybody all week. Well, actually, for the last couple of months, I'm on these 12-hour work days, and I don't get a chance to listen to much of anything. And I missed my peeps. But nobody's home. It's just me and the dog. I already did some work today, outside side work, and I made some money, hit the grocery store for a couple of things, took care of business. I'll probably do some laundry later, but I was gonna leave this here until I get a chance to ink it, or maybe lay in where her car is supposed to go. 64 Buick Riviera lowrider. But this is Patricia Trish Perez, helper at Mac Daddy Customs. It's Shane McCabe's custom hot rod shop. There's other characters I need to lay out, and I don't know, maybe I'll do another character here and another character here, but they all have their own car. But I'm pretty happy with this. She's not fat. She's kind of thick. She's just like a little fleshy. She's supposed to be short and just a little bit on the happy side. You know what I mean? Like she enjoys an ice cream every now and then. And oh, you did some gardening. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. Well, I picked a ton of them yesterday. I think the ones I can probably let my raspberries sit for a day before I go get some more of them. But it's strange when there's nobody, when nobody has any demands on your time, the amount of stuff that you can get done. I had, I had 2 5-gallon carboys of wine that I got to rack. So I got to transfer those and siphon off some sediment and fruit and stuff. I got to do that. I'm gonna have to go and pick up some dog shit, but picked some raspberries. I did 2 pinstripe jobs. There's a stitch of laundry that isn't done. And this is like she's supposed to look like a normal person. Thank you. And I already needed eraser the whole thing, and then kind of laid these darker lines back in. But any further refinement is going to happen in the inking process whenever I go to put the black ink and stuff in there. But yeah, man, I got so much stuff done. I can actually go to work and somebody asked me how my weekend was, and I'll be able to say it was good. I got some shit done. But I'm glad you guys showed up. General Piggy, you're doing yeoman's work over there on Twitter, keeping that Comicsgate board, that Comicsgate room going. Thanks for stepping in and doing that. And Susie, if you're usually on Expert Stream, I'm going to see if he's streaming tonight, if I can jump in there and who knows, maybe even get an invite, because usually I'm only able to listen because I'm at work, but I haven't talked to them in like forever, and I would love to. But so for now, I'm going to say goodbye to Trish and say goodbye to you guys, and hopefully we get to do this again soon. I have no idea when. This is an anomaly. Nobody's here. I'm not. And I had some time to do this, so I took it. But I got to do a couple more chores, and then yeah. Oh, is that right? You haven't been on there either? Well, if I see him, if I'm on there, I'll tell him you said hi. But I appreciate you guys showing up. I'm gonna shut this down and wish you guys a good rest of the weekend. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. I can't say. I wish I could plan this stuff out. If I didn't have to be somewhere for the length of a work week, I would be doing this a lot more. And who knows? Maybe I'll be able to someday. But see you guys for now. Thanks. Take it easy.